gets certified, it gets all the paperwork. And so, yeah, you can train your own service dog. And that's what Chat was saying earlier. Sometimes it needs to be a dog that you raised and trained yourself, because then it's bonded and loves you and is more protective. But yeah, you can train your own service dog. I had a friend's daughter who was special needs, and they picked out a puppy and took like some months to have the dog trained so it can be a service dog for it. Yeah, if you aren't good with dogs, you can buy a service dog and train it and bring it to you. But as Chad has said, sometimes in certain situations, that dog really needs to be bonded to you. And so sometimes it helps if you are able to raise the dog yourself. But if you do train your own service dog, there's a whole bunch of requirements it needs. It needs to pass all these tests before it gets its paper and is officially a service dog. If we did it, it would have to be trained ourselves. One, Malin is capable of training the service dog. And two, being that it would have to be a service dog for an autistic little girl who is very quirky, we would have to raise the dog in-house, which is a really good point. I'll talk to Malin about this tomorrow, but I like the idea of if and when I reach my goal and we get our puppy, I love this idea of having the end goal be that the dog would be a service dog for Lena. Jace doesn't need one. Jace is adjusted, and I don't know the words for it, but Jace has enough skills where I think he'll be okay, whereas Lena has far more challenges and she could really benefit from having a service dog. When you get, labs can be overprotective. Same with shepherds, German shepherds. I had one when I was a kid who was very vigilant protecting my family. Any threat, even a minor one, met extreme prejudice. Oh no, world. Oh no. So my uncle, the one who was the Green Beret, will forever be Green Beret. Later on, he ended getting a lot of medical issues. He's in a wheelchair now, and he has chocolate labs as service dogs. He's still a fucking badass. He did like downhill, some sort of extreme sport in a wheelchair. Oh my God. And so what he does now, or he did, he had 2 chocolate labs. And he's the one who did that. When one dog was getting old, he got another service dog, and that service dog helped train that service dog. Anyways, he had 2 chocolate labs. He's in his fucking wheelchair, and he's like, mush. And he would like ride in his wheelchair at like fucking high speeds with 2 chocolate labs, sprinting as fast as they could. It was ridiculous. But he would just be like bombing around like chariot style with 2 chocolate labs. I'm not a big fan of chocolate labs though. The really droopy eyes kind of bother me, but some labs are great. But you're right. I feel like labs, shepherds, all of those really smart dogs, they can be overprotective. Again, it's just a matter of training them. I've met some really, really wonderful labs before. So it's all about how you train them. And my PTS dog is an Italian Greyhound. Ooh, my friend has a PTS, or has a Italian Greyhound. Oh, for PTSD, I didn't know. Technically, he's a miniature by his read. Theirs is also a miniature one. Did you say gray? Yeah, well, are all Greyhounds gray? Anyways, it's a gray Greyhound. He's a cycle, maybe it was a Whippet. Okay, I know what you're talking about. He's incredibly sensitive. He makes the perfect dog to help me. Doesn't bark. He's beautifully behaved. Okay, the Whippet / miniature Greyhound I know is not well behaved. But yeah, I know the dog you're talking about. Yeah, that's awesome. Sounds like you and Malin are going to do some soul searching though, because your favorite traits of Lana aren't shared with breeds you would train for all the stuff you're talking about. What you would like with Lena. Armagets, yeah, 100%. This has been our biggest problem is we can't agree on the breed of the dog. We can't agree on the purpose of the dog. We can't agree on a lot of it. It's going to be really, really hard. And in the end, I hate to say it, Malin's going to be the one to make the call because Malin's the one who's going to